Honorable members, you recall that the first reading of the Women Amendment Bill 2024 was done on Monday, 4th March 2024, and today is appointed for the second reading in accordance with Standing Orders 66-2. Therefore, pursuant to Order 67 of the Standing Orders, I now invite the Honorable Member for Fonyi Kansala to move a motion for the second reading of the bill entitled Women Amendment Bill 2024. Honorable Member, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I thank various members of various institutions, both religious and traditions. I also thank various organizations, local and international, and activists who are also present. Honorable Speaker, the bill entitled Women's Amendment Bill 2024. This bill seeks to lift the ban on female circumcision in the Gambia, a practice deeply rooted in ethnic, traditional, cultural, and religious belief of majority of Gambian people. Honorable Speaker, the bill seeks to uphold religious plurality and safeguard cultural norms and values. The current ban of female circumcision is a direct violation of citizens' right to practice their culture, religious, and guaranteed by the 1997 Constitution. Honorable Speaker, given the Gambia predominantly Muslim population, and the law is inconsistent with the aspiration of the majority of the people, should be reconsidered. Female circumcision is a cultural significant practice supported by Islam, values and tradition, which clear proofs of the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is noted that the use of laws to restrict religious or cultural practice, whether international or otherwise, lead to conflict and friction. Interestingly, the continuous existence of the ban of female circumcision and penalizing practitioners has directly contradicted the broader principles of the United Nations, and which encourages, through its agencies, preservation and practice of cultural and historical heritage. Honorable Speaker, it is important to challenge the terminology used by anti-female circumcision movement, label the practice as mutilation. In the Gambia, we don't mutilate, but we circumcise. And it is nowhere found in this act and previous acts labeled fully that female genital mutilation. It is called female circumcision, both the parent and this current act that is in process. Properly conducted circumcision, as per religious guidelines and teachings, is not and cannot be deemed mutilation, emphasizing the distinction in crucial in addressing the concern raised by activists. Revoking the ban on female circumcision will allow people to enjoy the practice with all precautions, guidelines, guided by the religious diligence and care. Honorable Speaker, we believe that this practice not only works on the connotation of circumcision, female circumcision, but it has what we call female initiation. This is where our young girls, our sisters, our mothers are trained of how to respect elders, are trained how to respect in their marital status, are trained how to be in the society, are also trained to make sure they know who do they mix and who they don't. So these are practices that are, if it is, the ban is still continuing, it is going to send an ugly face to our country, an ugly face to our religion, an ugly face to our tradition, and the tradition is incumbent so far we progress as a nation. Honorable Speaker, as we progress in the democratic dispensation, we believe that female circumcision is core. It is sunnah in the teaching of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is mustahab. It is also what? It is something that is likelihood. So I believe so, Honorable Speaker, with various international, provisions of the 1997 Constitution.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
There,
Allow me, please.
Who is on the point of order?
Honorable Speaker. Member for Sabasanya.
Honorable member for Sabak-Sanjal, may I hear your point of order?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on order 17A. All members shall enter and leave the chamber with decorum. Honorable Speaker, there are people sitting behind me and they are crying very seriously. Please, this shouldn't be allowed because it is very emotional and I'm turning to become very emotional at the moment. Please, inside the gallery, you cannot be crying here. If they cannot stay in the chamber with decorum, please ask them to leave behind my chair because I cannot be turned emotional.
Motion, Honorable Speaker, motion. When it was seconded.
Honorable members, I think the only time crying will be disturbing the process is when you're crying loud for people to hear you. If people are crying, shedding tears without noise, that will be. But if you want to cry, you cannot resist it, and you want to, it is causing noise, you can please step out, cry until you get ready, and you come in. But if you can cry without noise, then you can be seated and cry. Member, please continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On this note, I hereby move a motion, Women's Amendment Bill 2024. Thank you. Be read a second time. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member Pofoni Kansala. Any seconder? Honorable Member for Lower Flood West.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. And I stand to second the motion and take part in the debate. Honorable Speaker, I came to this House and swear by the Quran that I will uphold the interests of this country. This bill is against the interests of this country, and my position in this bill should be killed. And just to come back, Mr. Speaker, before I go further, this country needs national prayers. This country needs national prayers. The most unfortunate scenario, before I come to my evidence, that a scholar uses to pray because I have different opinion with him to pray, may Allah have cause in me. That is not the practice of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That have never been his practice. I have to say this in Mandinka. Nyim banko pour niye fata kangola o matina yen kas. And then, Honorable Speaker,
Honorable member, what is the problem?
Yeah, okay, I was waiting for your attention.
No.
Honorable Speaker,
Please go ahead.
like I stood here and swear by the Quran that I will uphold the interests of this country. The repeal of that bill is against the interests of this country. Today, I am here representing that girl child who cannot elect me, who don't have a voter's card. Today, I am here to represent that woman that has suffered enough in this country. Women of this country have suffered a lot. Women of this country have suffered a lot in the name of. Today, I am proud to tell Gambian people that Saudi Arabia have this law. I'm proud to tell Gambian people that this law is existing in Senegal. I'm proud to say this law exists in Egypt. What we cannot hide behind Islam, we cannot hide behind culture and put pain on our children. That is unacceptable. I am a father. I know what my child goes through. And this bill serves to expose the knowledge deficit some of the people that we trust. Are there more ulama than the Mecca people? Are there ulama more of the Senegalese people? But you cannot brand by Islam and come to say you will do. The girl child have undergone a lot of pain in this country. Enough is enough. This country, we have to move. During that regime that I don't want to mention, after all the violation that happened, if the same people back in that regime want to come back and bring this pain to young girls of this country, that is unacceptable. And then, Mr. Speaker, a statistic data have been made in this country, and the facilities that we have visited, Suleiman Jammeh Junkun Hospital, the Edward Francis Teaching Hospital, and also the Brikama Major Health Center. When they made a survey in September, they are telling you that the statistic revealed that 23% of those people have no FGM problem, but around 77% undergo FGM complication. Let us not forget women's lives matter. What are the consequences of women's life matter? These are some of the consequences of women's life. I am an experience. To give you an experience that if you ask Edward, there are women, if they put them not traditionally, when they go to believer, you have to open and extend their genitalia for them to open. This is as a result of the practice. And the prophet, peace be upon him, said no harm. His religion, no harm. What is happening here is harm and is unaccepted. Enough is enough. And then let us not bride by religion. If we are brided from religion, what is the concept of Saudi Arabia in this? We are all lawmakers. The law in Saudi Arabia is clear. Let's protect our girl child and our women. These women have suffered in this country. Majority of us that comes to parliament are voted by women. And this is a concern about women. If I see men coming to champion this, who have never visited a woman under a hospital bed, who have, at the end, when the woman is in coffin, that is the time that they take him to the mosque. Before you go there, they are go to the health. And the Ministry of Health and World Health Organization with experts, I'm telling you, the position paper for the Gambia and midwives are telling us this is a bad practice and it should be condemned. The position of obstetrics and gynecologists are telling you this is a bad practice. The world at large. Let's look at the legislation in the world. Gambia cannot stand as an island. Gambia cannot be an island. And then we have partners. We have to uphold the rights and the respect for girls and women. And Mr. Speaker, do you know who are intimidated in this? To infant. If you are born at the age of 6 months, 7 months, they take you. The one cutting yesterday and today are found. The one to cutting today, don't use any sterilized, don't use anything. And what are they cutting? They don't know even what they are cutting. That's why they are accompanied with excessive bleeding. And they cannot tell you, I'm feeling the pain. These are young people. They cannot tell you they are feeling the pain. This is unacceptable. And we come here to uphold the rights. The dictator was here. Everybody cried, abuse of. Today we want to abuse our own children. As a father, I regret why I meted that pain to my daughter. I have 4. So I am saying that that is before the law. And today, if I stand here to support a law that will today, when I look at my child at home and look at what she is going through, and I come here to sit down and defend the repeal of this law, Speaker, I'm saying no. And I'm urging all colleagues to bury the septic deep, and it should not go to any other state. Let us not give a false pretext. This is not acceptable, and this is not against Islam. Because Islam value health. Before you go to Mecca, you go to the Edward Francis Teaching Hospital. They guarantee whether you are okay to go. If you are not, when the Hajj come, they listen to the advice, and now the doctors and experts are telling them that this is a no-go area. And I went on Ulama, the RTS can, and Ulama came to this Gambia to open a masjid for me. He built and constructed a mosque for free. When I went to the Ulama, I asked him, I'm fasting. What is happening with circumcision? He said, Wallahi, Billahi, my girl child is not circumcised. And it has nothing to do with his religion. Then why are we bragging culture? Why are we bragging religion when the people that we represent reflect onto? Look at Saudi Arabia. We say if Saudi keep fast, we are contented on that. Now Saudi is not doing it. We are not contented to that. And this bill seeks to expose the people that we thought are knowledgeable. It's exposing them. Why is it acceptable? How can you sit down here? We know during the days of Jammeh, people have gone and do anything to worship Jammeh. They take note of Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Enough is enough. We have to be serious as a nation. All the world, globally, as I speak today, this law is a thing of the past. Why do we want to go back and bring this thing? We all know economically it's not good for us. And we know it's not good for our health of our people. Why? And when Jammeh was here, the people that are mooted today, those were the people that supported this thing. And today, because Jammeh is not here, you want us to continue putting pain on our girl child? We are saying hell no to that. And I'm urging all members, this bill should die today, and we bury it. Let's have mercy. Fasting, this has nothing business with Islam. Why do you want to use culture to make pain on people? Why do you want to use religions and make people on, our girls? Today, I represent the young girl who don't have a voter's card. Today, I represent that woman has suffered enough. I have evidences. The doctors are telling you we have evidences. Every hospital in this country, when you go there, they have a register book. And in the register book, the data are there. Mr. Speaker, this is really sad to sit down, people brass, and one thing that I will never regret, because I disagree with you. The Prophet have never taught you to pray for me. If you are right, pray for me to follow the right thing, but you don't pray for me to be astray. That is never the practice of the Prophet. And on that note, my colleagues, assembly members, let's bury this. There is no element of truth. There is hypocrisy here. My colleagues, bury this. When we swear here in the interest of the nation, this is not in the interest of the nation. My colleagues, these have come to make pain on our girls, children, and women. I'm saying bury it. And if you want, don't even bury it here. Give me, let me go and bury it to Jakali Pata. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Lower Flood West. Honorable members, in accordance with Order 71(1) of the Standing Orders, I will now open the floor for debate on the general merits and principles of the bill. General merits and principles of the bill. In the circumstance, any honorable member who wishes to partake in the debate may now do so. All right, honorable members, I have a long list of members who want to partake in the debate. I now begin with the honorable member for Kiang West.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to take part in this important exercise of our country. We are very much happy as a parliament today. Such an important matter is being laid before this floor. Majority of the citizens have concern to come here and listen to members of parliament in express of their views. Honorable Speaker, we represent people. One thing I want to make clear at first, before I continue with my deliberation, is that my action in this parliament will never arrest and prosecute my electorate. My action, I repeat, my action in this parliament will never arrest and prosecute my electorate who brought me here. I derived my authority from those people. Let me resign from this parliament today than to enact a law that will go and arrest my mother, that will go and arrest my father over my dead body. I will never do that. Honorable Speaker, anything that we do here as parliament, we do it to be consistent with the law. Honorable Speaker, some time ago, people made people believe that, I will just cite a few examples before I go detail into my deliberation. Some time ago, a particular faith in this country called Ndigal community were denied in performance of what they believe is their faith and their belief. During TRLC, they were given time and right to testify, and human rights activists and the Human Rights Commission themselves justified those people to be practicing their religion. Anybody who stopped them from doing that, you are violating their human rights. But can stand today, that same Human Rights Commission and those activists, to tell Muslims that you cannot practice this, who believe it is a religious practice and it is a cultural practice. Let me quote this section of the country, Honorable Speaker, on your permission. Section 1, I will start with that, of the Constitution of the Gambia. It says,
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Point of order. I'm rising on a point of order.
Who?
Honorable Sabasanjal.
Yes,
17E.
point of order.
I'm rising on 17E. Members shall not use mobile phones or any other electronic device in the chamber or at committee meetings. The honorable member is reading from his laptop. If he wants to read from the Constitution, he has the hard copy of the Constitution given to him since the first day he entered the chamber. Thank you.
Honorable members, your point of order is sustained. Honorable member, if you want to use a mobile phone or a laptop, you should first seek my permission and it is granted, or you have the hard copy of the Constitution, you make reference to it.
Honorable Speaker, may I observe, please? Honorable Speaker, the laptop the member is using is given by the Parliament, and he has all right to make a soft copy on his laptop and use it. Honorable Speaker, he is only using any code.
Honorable member for Lower Salum, after a judgment on an order, you cannot determine it from the floor. 2, Standing Order 17E states very clearly, during a sitting, members shall not use mobile phones or any other electronic device in the chamber or at the committee meetings. Whether you are given by the assembly or not does not qualify that it can be used. The assembly never gave you for you to come to the assembly and use it. You can also only use it here with the permission of the speaker. Otherwise, that's why you are given the constitution. So it is out of order. Honorable member, if you want, you have the hard copy of the constitution. Please use it for reference. And if not, when next you want to use your laptop and make references, please call my attention and seek for permission. If permission is granted, then it will be legal for you to use it. Can you continue, please?
I know I touch nerves whenever I take the floor, so I don't mind with that. So, Honorable Speaker, on your permission, I want to quote these sections of the Constitution from Section 1 of our Constitution, which says, the Gambia is a sovereign secular republic. The Gambia is a sovereign secular republic. Every citizen in this country is free to belong to any religion and practice or manifest that religion. This is what the supremacy of the Constitution is telling us. But number 4 also says, Section 4 of the Constitution says supremacy of the Constitution. This Constitution is the supreme law of the country, and any other law found to be inconsistent with any provision of this Constitution shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void. This law that we have of banning FGM or female circumcision is inconsistent with our national law. Our national constitution, section 25, subsection 1C of the constitution says, freedom of practice, freedom to practice any religion and to manifest such practice. This provision or this banning of female circumcision is inconsistent with the constitution by restricting Muslims, part of the section of the population who believe this is their religion and this is their cultural practice. It is depriving them. It is discriminating. Why do we need to know that? And in fact, if we have a law, whether it is discriminatory by constitution or not, if we have a law that discriminates more than 75% of the population of your country, it's a bad law in any country you go. It's a bad law. It's a bad law, whether it's religious or cultural or whatsoever. Any provision that discriminates 75% of the population of that country is a bad law. Honorable Speaker, people who do not know, to them at their wisdom, and to me their lack of wisdom, claims that this is not religion. Let them go and read. We ask them, anybody who give me an evidence of one girl child who had gone to labor and has a health complication because of female circumcision. I'm not saying female genital mutilation. Because of female circumcision, as advised by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You give me that one right now, I swear I will leave this post and say, let's ban it right now. Wallahi latim. If anybody give me one statistic, for more than 15 years, you have been on the advocacy. You cannot give me one statistic. An honorable member who makes laws is telling us there, you have taken your girl child. Forthwith, if the security officers do not arrest you after this session, if they arrest anybody, let's go out and protest. You confirm to us that you have taken your girl child. You are not arrested. Nothing is done to you. A poor mother in that bush has been arrested. Phone been levied on. That's unfair. What kind of a justice do we have as a country? You must be arrested forthwith.
Observation.
Honorable Speaker.
Observation.
If Honorable Speaker.
Observation. The member is lying against me. This was before 2015. Let him withdraw that. Honorable. What are you rising up to?
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable member.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable member.
We must do and respect the
honorable members.
Orders.
Honorable members, I have said it several times. Members have a right to disagree but let's respect opinions of members. We will not all agree on one issue. We will have dissenting voices, and each has a right to his opinion, his or her opinion. Others have a right to either agree with you or disagree. Please allow members to take the floor if they are, unless there are issues at hand that are relevant to be addressed.
Speaker, the member imputed in proper motions for me.
Honorable, what are you rising on? Honorable, please. Honorable, what are you rising on?
I'm rising on the point of order.
A point of order?
Yes, that is a member imputing motive.
Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members, I don't want to identify you and call you by name. Please, allow him to speak.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable member, may I hear your point of order and make the relevant quotation from the standing orders?
I'm rising on order 29.
Honorable member, there is one on the floor before you come up. Can you come up, honorable, or you are withdrawing? You are withdrawing. Yes, honorable member for, is it for Bintang?
No, Sabak Sanjal.
Sabak Sanjal.
Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on order 29.5. No member shall impute improper motives to any other member. The honorable member for Lower Flood West never made mention that he has taken his girl child to any. Allow me to speak. I never heard from the honorable member for Lower Flood West. No, Batu. Yes. Honorable Speaker, allow me to complete my statement. Honorable Speaker, allow me to complete my statement.
All right, honorable members.
Yes.
Honorable members, can we allow him so that I can hear the point of order, please?
Please, yes.
Please.
Don't waste the time of Parliament. I never heard him say that he has taken his girl child to circumcision before the coming into force of the state law. So you cannot say that he should be prosecuted, because even if he said he has taken it, he made mention that he did that before coming into force of the state law. Thank you.
I know one thing, honorable members. The honorable member did say that his girl child was taken to circumcision. But he never said when was it. Was it before the ban or after the ban? Was not stated. So, honorable members, please note that. Please note that, and let's continue.
Honorable Speaker, I always touch nerves, so I'm not seeking by your this pretense of point of orders. Honorable Speaker,
Order.
Honorable Speaker, point of order. Honorable Speaker, point of order. Honorable member for Opanyomi, what is the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, order 17, behavior of members.
Under order?
17, behavior of members. F. While a member is speaking, all the members shall be silent and shall not make unseemly interruption. Honorable members are unnecessarily interrupting the honorable member for carelessness. You need to stop it.
Honorable member for Opanyomi, I want to thank you for helping me get the members on. Because you have your standing orders. The standing orders were prepared and approved by you, and you deliberately and knowingly want to plow the standing orders. by disturbing members who are contributing or making unnecessary noise whilst others are participating. We don't expect that from honorable members. And you are the ones trying to address issues. Let's address our own issues, please. So please, members, when somebody is talking, allow the person to express him or herself. If the person is ready and you are not in agreement, take the floor and disagree with the person. Please, honorable member for Kiang West, can you continue, please?
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. I continue this deliberation. Honorable Speaker, the laws of this country give rights for people to bail and be bailed in any situation that the law found you wanting. People have right to be bailed and to bail also. To my greatest surprise, those who call themselves activists, fighting right for the girl child, do not know the law. Somebody went to bail an old woman. You stand at platform and say that person must be arrested. It's you who does not know the law, or that person does not know the law. Let's look at it now. Who does not know the law? Because the Constitution gives right for people to bail and be bailed. Someone was found wanting for violating the law, and the person has been bailed, and you went out, being a human rights activist, you said that person should be arrested for bailing someone else. What kind of a law is that? Some people are telling us, most of the people who are disagreeing with our assassin, they told me, look, we can have this law here. Even when Jammeh was here, this was in the law, but he does not implement it. Why do we need to pretend in the law? Developed countries are not pretending in their laws. Why do we need to pretend if we know we are not implementing this? What they cry for is the funding gap. If the international community could sanction this country for funding gap, how many corruption issues do we talk about in this parliament? Millions of Gambian dollars was taken as an interest without refunding that fund. So many corruption issues are going on. Why can't they sanction us?
Yes, may I hear the point of order?
67-1, on a motion being moved that the bill be read the second time, only the general merits and principles must be debated. Thank you.
Your point of order is sustained. In fact, I was just coming in to intervene when you said point of order. And when I was saying it, I emphasized it, that this is going to be based on the merits and principles of the bill. Please, can you continue?
I don't go into the nitty-gritties of this bill. I don't touch on any clause or any single thing. These are the general issues of the matter that we have before us here today. And someone has spoken about Jammeh regime, about some other issues. It has not been out of
honorable member, honorable member, take your seat. Take your seat, please. Honorable member, I refer you to Standing Order 20. So I hope you are satisfied. Or if you want, let me read it for you.
I can move on, yes.
Yeah, you can move on. Then you stop making those remarks and continue, please.
Honorable Speaker, we believe, and there are several and numerous hadith that authenticates that this is a religious practice. And on that ground, our people are exercising this. When a matter of the day has been put before this parliament, every honorable speaker, honorable member here, spoke in favor of the matter of the day to decriminalize it. In fact, the first submission to repeal this was done by a member from government. And why today? What has changed? What has changed as a country? We can discuss as a country. We can discuss as a country and sanitize this matter. We don't need to fight as a nation. Why do we need to? Why can't we discuss as a country? Male circumcision has been done locally at Booth, but it's now been done at the hospital. You sanitize it. They gave them drugs. They do all the necessary measures to ensure that they are not harmed. Why can't we sanitize this one and train our birth attendants who are practicing this instead of asking them to stop their religious practice? Those who said our prophet has never advised or has never circumcised his wife or his daughters. The sunnahs of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam are that. There are two sunnahs. What he has practiced and what he has seen people practicing, but do not stop them from practicing. These are the sunnahs of the prophet. If you don't know, go and learn. It does not mean whatever prophet does not practice is not a sunnah. What prophet sees people practicing and does not advise them to stop it is a sunnah. This is a prophet, as I quote, Honorable Speaker, on your permission. La yantiku anil hawa, in huwa illa wahi yuha. He does not speak on his feeling, only if Allah commands him to speak. And he has fulfilled all his mission in this world. Once he was done, he went back to his Lord, and his Lord confirmed he had fulfilled all his mission in this world. And anything that affects human life, Prophet would have told us. You think you have gone to school and read? Tell me who is sitting here, who has been taken and been pressed by an angel to read, except him. He knows he's the best doctor to have ever created on the face of the earth. He would have advised his ummah not to do this. But he advised the ummah, when you are doing it, make sure you do it properly. In Islam, if in Salah, if you overdo Salah, it's not accepted in our religion. Nobody can fast for 12 months of the year. If you do it, this religion does not accept it as Islam. Our Islam is a complete way of life. It advises us as to what to do. And we believe in that prophet. We don't believe in any scientific justification from anybody. We believe in that prophet. He advises them how to do it. And he went to Medina also. He asked a woman, do you still have the same tools that you were using in Mecca? Said yes. The prophet advised him to still do it the manner in which it will not affect their health. So now, what do you need to do? Do you need to ask them to do it in a way it will not affect their health, or do you need to ask them to stop it? What is the question now? Let's dialogue. We should not be asking people to stop their religious practice. We should not be asking people to stop their practice which they believe is their culture. It is inconsistent with the provision. Honorable Speaker, I remain this as I conclude my deliberation today, is that this banning of female circumcision is inconsistent with our constitution. And our next step is to challenge it at the court. Let us make it everything clear to you. Our next step is to challenge it at the court because it is inconsistent with the law. Our constitution tells us clearly that every Gambian must be free to worship any religion, to belong to any religion and manifest that religion. People are manifesting their religion. You said they had to stop that one. For what reason? Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Kiang West. I now invite the Honorable Member for Fonyi Bintang.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Member for Kiang West, for clearly stating us how it is. Honorable Speaker, the bill is timely and necessary as we stand today as a nation. What are we? We are the representative of the people, and that must be clear to the living and to the dead. We are the representative of the people, and that, I repeat again, must be clear to the living and to the dead. Why do I say so? Our tongue is a borrowed tongue from our electorate. The desire of our electorate is what we should go by. It's not our own selfish desires. And we know for certain and for reality that all our people throughout the country
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Point
for
of
the
order.
practice of
Point of
FGM.
order.
Thanks.
Yes, who is rising on the point of order?
Nominated.
Honorable nominated member Fatou K. Jawara.
Yes. I'm rising on order 29.4, content of speech.
Yes, honorable member.
Honorable Speaker, it shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language about members of the National Assembly. The honorable member for Ponyi Bintang is saying that people should not go for their own selfish interests, which I think he needs to withdraw. We need to be honorable in our deliberation.
Honorable member, I don't want to believe that selfish is an insult. But I would have loved you to have gone to 29.5, where it says no member shall impute improper motives to any other member. You cannot call somebody who is expressing an opinion, you want to say that he is selfish. But that whether selfish is an insult, I don't think so. It's not an insult.
Honorable Speaker, it's not parliamentary. He should not be using that language.
Yeah, but the section you quoted is not parliamentary, it's an insult.
Then he is using improper motive.
Yes.
29.5.
So, honorable members, anyway, you have to note these two sections. Don't use abusive language, and don't impute motives that into people's speak that they don't intend saying. Please, you can continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I humbly withdraw in this instance. And what I want to say is clear, and I will say it no matter the circumstance and no matter the challenge. And that also should be clear to the living and to the dead. Honorable Speaker, as I said, we are to represent the interests of our people. And in representing the interests of our people, no matter the challenge, we will take it head on. Our people are in for the practice of FGM, and that is what we represent, and that's what we stand by. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Honorable Speaker, as I said, our tongue is a borrowed tongue. And when we speak because our people want us to speak. We speak what our people want us to say. Most of the people that are in for the banning of FGM, they are shouting, no, I can use FGM no matter how it is. You understand? Let us use their terms and then land on their ground and facilitate as it is. Honorable Speaker, on that note, what I am trying to put across is, people are shouting, people are wailing, people are crying. But they are not crying for anything. They are crying for their pockets. The pockets they are crying for is loud and clear. Allah said, وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. He said, they love wealth with immense love because of the Western aid. Because of the Western aid. Some of the people are saying that.
Point of order on the floor, Mr. Speaker. Point of order.
Banjul South, may I hear the point of order?
Point of order 29.5. No member shall impute improper motive.
Honorable member, standing.
29.5.
29.5.
No member shall impute improper motives to any other member. And the honorable member is accusing members of bribery. And that is wrong. He said we are shouting because we are watching our pocket.
He did not call any member here.
One's talking because we have the right to speak. That's why we are talking.
All right, honorable members, let's guide our speeches. You see, somebody crying, I don't know how you'll be able to say that the person is crying because of his pocket or her pocket. And who are those crying? So let's regulate our speeches. Let's go to the issues. Let's go to the issues that matter to the debate. Please. For Ponyi Kansala, please.
Ponyi Bintang. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the people are wailing and they are shouting because they said the Western aid will not come. The only time a country progressed, we can take example from Libya when it was sanctioned. That is the time you think, that's the time you initiate.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Yes, I'm rising on 67-1. The members should... Point of order. 67-1.
Sorry, hold on. 67?
Yes.
1.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. On a motion being moved that the bill be read a second time, the general merits and principles of the bill may be debated. Thank you.
What is he out? Honorable members, I think the honorable member is making references. I think he has these things to make references to certain things. Honorable member, you can continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for always ruling in my favor. I thank you so very much. What I am saying is, the bill is monetary motivated. Most of the people are crying because they say we will not have the Western aid. And I said it initially. Dambisa Moyo, she wrote on her dead aid book. She said, Dambisa Moyo is an economics from Zambia. She graduated in Harvard University. She said the aid they are giving us are dead aid, are of no benefit to us. So if you are supporting the bill because of the aid, let me inform you that this aid can no longer help us. And we as a nation, in collaboration and in unity, in our tradition, in our custom, in our values, and in our belief, that is what we can practice and gain what we want as a nation. So for this bill, it is part and parcel of us. It is who we are. One of the British parliamentarians wrote some time back in the 80s. He said, I have met people in Africa, people of high value, people of moral, people of dignity. Such wealth that I have seen in Africa that I have not seen anywhere. But for us to deprive their wealth from them, we can impose our culture, our values, and our principles. So much so that they will not value themselves. Once they look up to us as the standard bearers of democracy, as the standard bearers of human rights, then and only then we can get their minds and control them intellectually. That is where we are today. And Honorable Speaker, in 1960, Kwame Nkrumah was clear in his vision. He said, remember, the master is living, but the master is not living willingly. He will come back in another image. That is the image that we are seeing today. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we want to practice our culture, our tradition, and our values. Honorable Speaker, we are not seeking for the approval of the EU, European Union. No, Honorable Speaker. We are not seeking for the approval of any other organization or superpower or monetary gain or whatever. When we make our laws, Honorable Speaker, we are not looking at who is engineering those laws or who is pushing us or who wants those agendas. Honorable Speaker, we make our laws that fit our tradition, our custom, and our values. And also, remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly stated this. He said, وَأَسْرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Whoever prefers the life of this world by following the evil desire, then Jahannama will be your abide. Those are clear verses of the Holy Quran. And Honorable Speaker, as we stand here today, we are in line with this bill and we will stand by it, no matter the challenge and no matter the circumstance. Honorable Speaker, the progress of our nation lies in our self-esteem and believing in what we want as a nation. I know I cannot convince everybody because I don't have the financial muscles. But then, my ability to tell you the truth, no matter the challenge,
Point
that's
of
a
order,
obligation
please.
upon me.
Yes, Honorable Member for Banjul South, may I hear your point of order?
Point of order again, Mr. Speaker, content of the speech. Mr. Speaker, it shall be out of order no member shall impute improper motive on any other. He said he cannot convince, and he can only convince us as honorable members. And he said because he doesn't have enough money. It means that we are calling for bribery. Mr. Speaker, point of order. Can he withdraw that statement, please?
Honorable member, I think yes, your point of order is withheld. Honorable member, I just advise that let's avoid making blanket statements alleging against people. Please. All right, can you continue, please? And avoid as much
Honorable
as
Speaker,
possible.
thank you. Representing the interests of the people is a challenge now, but we are taking it head on. Honorable Speaker, as I said, the bill is in line with what we want. And this bill, we want to repeal criminalizing FGM. We want to repeal it in totality. That is what we stand for. And in that, it must be clear to all. And in repealing those laws, we need the collaboration of the members of parliament, sincerely and wholeheartedly. And in so doing, Member for Sabak, I'm not impressing you. In so doing, we need to reflect back on our electorates so that we can know what to do and what not to do. Honorable Speaker, locking our people for practicing their belief should stop immediately. For practicing their culture should stop as we stand today. And today should be the last day, as far as I am concerned, for locking people because they went on practicing their tradition, their custom, their beliefs, and their value. That should stop. Because we should make laws that our people appreciate. And most of the people I spoke to, I asked them, what do you think if we are to go for a referendum on the matter? I said automatically about 85% of the people will vote in support of the repealing of the law. So now what are we representing? I thank you, Honorable Speaker. And finally, I represent the interests of my people without begging for relationship or support.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Fonyi Bintang. Honorable members, it is 13:55 by my time, and it's time for 2 o'clock prayers. Honorable members, majority and minority, how many minutes? Pardon? 30 minutes, 45 minutes? Honorable members, my only point is, when we agree on 30 is usually 45 or 1 hour.
Honorable Speaker,
Yet,
it will be 30. When we come, we continue. I say it's going to be exactly 30. Come, we continue.
Huh? Hey, honorable members, those in the gallery, please sit down. Where are the securities? Please, don't make noise. Otherwise, we will. When the house is suspended, we all go out. Honorable minority, you are saying for 30 minutes.
Yes, I'm saying 30 minutes. And then, honorable members, at 30 exactly, the Speaker will come and we are going to continue business.
Honorable member for All Yundum and the Deputy Majority Leader.
Actually, Honorable Speaker, I wanted to differ with him a bit. I know the time 30 minutes is good, but I think at least we need to have 45 minutes because all of us cannot pray together at the same time. And I know we will not be here 30 minutes exactly. So to be specific, give us 45 minutes so that we come back. That is mine.
Honorable members, I want to believe that if we leave now, within the next 10 to 15 minutes, everybody should have prayed. If we are not doing any other thing, we will have all prayed in the next 15 or 20 minutes, And then by 2:30, that's 14:30, we are here to move forward. I have a long list of almost the whole assembly. All right? So the House is suspended until 14:30 when we shall resume.